Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this lecture, I would like to show how to draw the shear force diagram. This is the continuation of the part 1, example 1 Canis method. So all these are the obtained final moments in the Canis diagram. So we have to consider all these final moments while calculating the shear force. Friends, see here, this is a continuous beam A, B, C, D spans. These are the obtained final moments. So first of all, there will be so many approaches for this one. So I am showing one simple model in this video. So see here, so I am dividing, for example, this is a continuous span A, B, C, D. So there will be AB span, BC span, CD span. Like that I am dividing individually and then applying that particular moments, and I will calculating shear forces. So see here, I am dividing individually AB span. Along with that, I am taking that vertical 50 kilonewton load exactly at the center here. Along with that, I am applying the obtained final moments. So here MAB is minus 25 kilonewton meter, means which is acting anti-clockwise to that A. Therefore, I am applying anti-clockwise here. Similarly, MBA means 25 kilonewton meter, which is acting clockwise. Therefore, I am applying clockwise here. So then you will calculate vertical reaction at A and B. So friends, see here, one more thing what I want to say here means I am dividing these individual spans AB, BC, CB, CD. But A and D are the end joints. B end fixed ends, but B and C is a connecting members. Therefore, BA and BC you will get two members connecting for a particular joint B. You will get two connecting members, that is BA and BC. Therefore, two times you will get B here. That is the reason while calculating AB span, I am taking at B vertical reaction is B1, and at BC span at B vertical reaction is VB2 here. This is 2. Correct, make it correct this one. This is 2, VB2. So if you want vertical reaction at B position means you can add these two, VB1 plus VB2, then you will obtain VB1, VB directly here, vertical reaction at B directly. So friends, first of all, see span AB here. Total vertical loads acting on the span. First of all, I am taking total vertical loads acting on the span, means sigma V equal to 0. So see here, I am writing here. So sigma V equal to 0 means sum of the total vertical loads acting on a particular span AB. So that one will be equal to VA plus VB. So both are acting in the upward direction. Both are acting in the upward direction. So for here I am taking upward positive, downward negative. At the same time, clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative. So note down these points. Once again I am repeating: upward positive, downward negative, clockwise positive, this clockwise is positive, anti-clockwise is negative. So that is the reason I am taking VA plus VB. Sum of the vertical loads on a span will be equal to 0. So I am taking that one. So VA plus VB1, VB1. So both are acting upwards. That is the reason I am taking VA plus VB1 minus 50. That is the reason I am sending that one equal to 50. VA plus VB1 minus 50. Why? Because minus 50 acting downward direction. So that is the reason I am sending this side. You will get VA plus VB1 equal to 50. Okay. Then go for the moments. So see friends, sigma MB equal to 0. I am mentioning here this word. So it means I am resolving entire force taking moments about B equal to 0. Means I am resolving entire force up to B. What are the forces acting on the entire span? I am resolving up to here this B. Means that is the meaning here. Taking moments about B, or some of the moments at a particular joint B will be equal to 0. So then see here, I am taking clockwise movements and anti-clockwise movements. So first of all, I am taking clockwise movements one side, another anti-clockwise movements another side. Why? Because if you take like this means it will be very easy for your calculation. Otherwise, if you take VA into 4 minus some 50 into 2 means all plus values and minus value, you may feel somewhat difficult while calculating in your calculators. So that is the reason before itself I am taking all the clockwise movements one side, anti-clockwise movements acting on the span another side. So friends, see here, sum of the movements about B will be equal to 0. First of all, clockwise movements. I am taking clockwise movements this side, anti-clockwise movements this side. See here, VA movement equal to force into distance, VA into its perpendicular distance 4 meters up to B, VA into 4. So which is acting anti-clockwise to that particular joint. So vertical reaction at B acting up to B is force into distance, VA into force, means force into distance is the moment, therefore I am taking Va into 4, which is clockwise movement. Again, what are the clockwise movements acting on the span? So this 25 at the B position will be there one movement, so which is acting in the clockwise direction. I am taking this 25 is this side. Then there will be no clockwise movements acting in this span, then I am going for the anti-clockwise movements. That is the reason I am taking the anti-clockwise side. So see here, 50 into 2 movement up to B, 50 into 2 force into distance is the moment, 50 is acting here in the anti-clockwise direction up to B, so therefore I am taking 50 into 2 in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, then whatever the movement at the A position which is acting in the anti-clockwise direction here, so this is the negative movement acting anti-clockwise in the direction here. That is the reason I am taking plus 25 here. Why I am taking plus means already I am taking is equal to here. If I am taking this side means minus 50 into 2 minus 25, and again I am sending this side also, okay, no problem. Before itself I am taking clockwise movements one side and anti-clockwise movements another side, so no need to take negative symbols here, only take positive symbols and then simplify. Okay, so anti-clockwise this in this direction. Then simplify by using your calculators, you will get Va value. So if you simplify this term by using your calculators, you will get 25 kilonewtons. Whatever the value obtained here 25 kilonewton, if you substitute in this equation sigma V equal to 0, Va plus Vb1 equal to 50. So if you substitute this Va equal to 25 means Vb1 equal to 50 minus 25, you will get Vb1 equal to 25 kilonewton. So see here friends, this is the 25 kilonewton, 25 kilonewtons. So please mention here Va equal to some 50 kilonewton, Vb1 equal to some 25 kilonewton. Okay, then go to this span C, span BC. Similarly, you can take down what are the applied moments for span BC. So MBC, MCB and MBC. MBC equal to minus 25 kilonewton, which is acting in anti-clockwise direction. I am applying here. Similarly, MCB is in the clockwise direction. So as it is, I am taking the span 15 kilonewton meter with 5 meters span. So therefore, here in the BC span, due to the particular joint, there will be two connecting members. I am taking VB2 here, okay, and VC1 here. Why? Because there is another connecting member for this one. Then first of all, take the sum of the total vertical loads on a particular span will be equal to 0. So therefore, what is the total vertical loads acting here? VB plus VC1 will be VB2 plus VC1 will be acting in the upward direction. Therefore, I am taking VB2 plus VC1 minus what are the load for UDL? For point 1 directly taken 50 because it will be acting exactly at the point. For UDL, what is the total load means W into L equal to load here. So 15 into 5. So I am taking here VB2 plus VC1 minus 15 into 5, or else you can take VB2 plus VC1 equal to 15 into 5. That one will be equal to 75 kilonewton in the span. So therefore, so take down this is as one equation. Then go to the sigma C equal to 0, means after that I am resolving entire movements about C will be equal to 0. Okay, then see here. First point, taking clockwise movements one side, anti-clockwise movements. Friends, see here what are the clockwise movements acting on this span? VB2 into 5 meters, force into distance. So it will be acting like this in the clockwise direction up to C. So VB into, see here the cursor moving, I am moving the cursor here, VB into 5. So it is acting clockwise to C. Therefore I am taking VB into 5, VB2 into 5 plus what are the clockwise movements again acting on this span? This one 44 kilonewton meter is the clockwise span acting on the span. Therefore I am taking plus 44 equal to what are the anti-clockwise movements acting on the span? So one will be 25, which is acting anti-clockwise on the span. That is the reason I am taking here directly plus again what is this UDL? This UDL also acting anti-clockwise up to C here. See here, it will be up to A means up to B means it will be clockwise. So up to C means it will be in anti-clockwise direction. So what is the formula for this one? W into L by 2. Why means load into its distance is the moment acting. So what is the moment? Load into its distance, force into perpendicular distance. See here, what is here W? W means W into L, 15 into 5. So what is the distance acting? For UDL, you are taking exactly from the center point, L by 2 means 15 into 5 into 5 by 2. So see here directly 15 into 5 into 5 by 2. If you simplify this one, you will get VB2 equal to some 33.62 kilonewton. Again, you substitute this value here in this equation VB2 plus VC1 equal to 75, you will get VC1 value, and write down here V 41.38 kilonewton directly. Okay, so after that one, if you add these two VB1 plus VB2, you will get VB value directly here. Okay, then go to the span CD friends. Here as it is like these two, I am applying MCD is minus 44, MDC is 45 kilonewton meter. So see here, which is anti-clockwise at C and clockwise at D. So apply the same procedure. So see here, total what sigma V equal to 0. Total vertical loads acting on the span. So see here, I am taking here in the next step VC2 plus VD equal to 80 kilonewton meters. Upward reactions equal to downward load. VC2 plus VD equal to 80 kilonewton. So I am taking here in this equation. Then go for clockwise movements and anti-clockwise movements. So see here, clockwise movements equal to VC2 into distance is 5 meters, which is acting clockwise to the up to point D. So VC2 into 5 meters plus another reaction will be clockwise movement, that is 45 kilonewton meter. So I am taking here 45 kilonewton. Then what are the anti-clockwise movements acting on this span? One will be 80 into 3, which is acting anti-clockwise here. Similarly, another anti-clockwise will be 44 kilonewton meter. So I am taking here directly. Friends, after that one you will simplify in your calculator. Again you see here one more forces. Here VD will be there. VD at this particular moment equal to force into distance. Here force will be there. What is the distance up to D here? It will be 0 distance, acting exactly at that position. That is the reason you will get VD into 0. That is the reason I am not telling this VD. So VD into 0 here. Similarly, here also VB into at the particular point B equal to 0. So therefore I am not taking any VB into some distance here. Similarly here also VC into at that particular point 0, we will get that one. So that is the reason I am not mentioning VC1 here. So you please observe that point also. After that one you will simplify, you will in your calculator you will get 48 kilonewton, and again if you substitute this VC2 in the sum of the vertical loads means in this equation you will get VD value 32 kilonewton. So friends, after obtaining all these vertical reactions, you please write down like this: VA equal to some 25 kilonewton, VB1 equal to 25 kilonewton, VB2 equal to 33.62 kilonewton. So if you add these two, VB equal to 58.62 kilonewton, VC1 equal to 41.38 kilonewton, VC2 equal to 48 kilonewton. Again you add these two, you will get VC equal to 89.38 kilonewton, and again VD equal to 30. Okay friends, after taking all these vertical reactions, then you will draw the shear force diagram. See friends, here I am taking all the vertical reactions. VA equal to 25 kilonewton, VB1 equal to 25 kilonewton, VB2 equal to 33.62 kilonewton, and directly mentioning here VB directly total vertical reaction will be equal to 58.62. Similarly VC equal to 89.38. Then VD equal to 32 kilonewton. So friends, you always remember, so this is ABCD is a continuous beam, and all these are the reference lines. So see here, based on that I am showing here how to draw the shear force diagram. So this is the span, continuous beam span ABCD. So if you want mentioning the details also clearly here. A, B, C and D here. Then see here, upward always take down one point here. Upward will be positive and downward will be negative. Upward positive, downward negative. Friends, see here, you please observe here, a vertical reaction at A will be acting upward 25 kilonewton. Therefore I am taking here up to 25 kilonewton positive value. So means upward. See here I am drawing at A it will be some 25 kilonewton which is acting upward. Therefore I am taking here upward positive 25 kilonewton. So see here how much it will be? It will be some 25. Similarly, from there from at point A to some 2 meters, there will be no load is acting. From here to from 0 to 2 meter span, there will be no load is acting. Therefore, here you will take some constant line, means some straight line. Okay, again at this position, a point load which is acting exactly at the center, 50 kilonewton at this 2 meter span, it will be acting 15 kilonewton, which is in the downward direction. Therefore, we are here at this position. From here we are drawing up to 50 kilonewton downward direction. So see here, from here to here, it will be 25 kilonewton. Again here to here, some 50 kilonewton. So friends, see here, totally it will be 50 kilonewton. So this one will be 25. This one will be 25. Similarly, I am taking downward also 25. So total, if you add this, means you will get to 50 kilonewton. So see here, I am exactly at this position. I am drawing 50 kilonewton downwards. So from here to here I am drawing 50. So if you see here, from A to here it will be some 25, and again I am drawing downwards 25. Then totally you will get 50 kilonewton. Again see here, from here to here there will be no load. Therefore I am drawing constant lines, means straight line here. So see here, I am drawing some straight line. If there will be no load, means you can draw straight lines. Okay, again friends, see here, VB equal to some 58.62 kilonewtons, which is acting upward direction. So we are at this position. So from here we are drawing 58.62 kilonewtons upwards. You will see directly. So I am at this position, and from here I am drawing 58.62. So from here to here it will be 25 kilonewtons. Again some 58.62 means you have to draw some upward value, something 58.62 minus 25, some approximate value which is higher than this 25. So see here, so what is this value? From here to here I am drawing 58.62 upwards. So this one will be 25. And what about this one? See here, your VB1 equal to 25 kilonewton, VB2 equal to 33.62. So if you minus that one, if you minus this 58.62 minus this 25, then you will get this 33.62. Friends, while calculating vertical reactions in this procedure, you will get a checkpoint like this. From here to here I am drawing upward 58.62. So then you will clearly get that one. From here to here it will be VB1, which is 25 kilonewton, and here to here it will be 33.62, which is VB2. So if you add these two directly, 33.62, 25, you will get this 58.62. Okay, I think you will get a clear point on this one, how to calculate this one directly. And again friends, what I am showing means, if there will be UDL will be acting on this particular span. So if UDL will be acting means you will get a inclined linear variation. See here we are at the positive position 33.62 here, 33.62. Again we are minusing this 15.5. So what, that one will be equal to some 75. So see here, 33.62 minus this 15.5 is your UDL, 15 into 5. How much you will get? If you simplify that one, you will get directly this 41.38. First of all, simplify in your calculator. So don't take directly. So you will get this 48.138. So this 40.138 will be in the minus value. So will be, that one will be negative. Minus means you will take in the downward direction. So upward positive, downward negative. So somewhere this one will be 0 upward 25, 0 downward 25, minus 25. So minus 41.38 means you will get somewhere below this one point. So in this line, so I am taking somewhere here. That's minus value, and again I am drawing these two. So I am taking somewhere below here, and again I am adding these two, so which you will get a inclined linear variation up to this position. Okay friends, I think you will get this one. So we are at the positive point at 3.62. So a downward load is acting here, that is the reason I am taking here 33.62 minus 15 into 5. After that one you will get that one will be equal to, you will get minus 41.38. that is the reason I am taking minus means downward direction, which is 41.38 below this one. Then we are at this position, now we are at this position. So see here how much it will be, it will be in the VB1. Again we are at this position VC. So from VC, so see here we are at this position VC. How much load is acting here? 89.38 kilonewton load is acting from here. So upward direction. So here VC will be acting upward direction. We are at this position. From here we have to draw this 89.38 kilonewton. Or else friends, you can take this one VC1 VC2. So VC1 this one, VC2 this one. So see here VC1 will be 48.38 kilonewton. So if I am drawing this one, so up to here it will be some 48.1 some 41.38 kilonewton. Okay, again VC2 equal to 48 kilonewton. So which is more than this one, 48 kilonewton. See here, can see here this one, this VC1 up to here, this VC1 will be equal to 41.38 kilonewton, and this one, this particular line will be equal to 48. So if you add these two, you will get 89.38. Means what is the meaning here? I am at the VC position after drawing the inclined line, and from here onwards I am drawing upwards 89.38. So from taken from here, it will be from here to here, which is 89.38 kilonewtons. So if you see the upwards line and downward lines individually, means that one will be 41.38 and 48. So you will get a checkpoint VC1 equal to 41.38 and VC2 equal to 48 kilonewtons. So friends, after that point there will be no inclined variation here. There will be no inclined variation at this position. Therefore from here to here there will be no load is acting. That is the reason I am taking here directly straight line up to this point. Again from here there will be 80 kilonewton load is acting. So see here I am directly mentioning that one. So up to here it will be no load is acting. Therefore I am taking this a linear constant one, and again from here it will be acting downward load. So the downward load will be 80 kilonewtons. So see here friends, up to here it will be 48, and downwards I am taking 40, means somewhere which is greater than this 25 and in between this 41.3, somewhere I am taking here. So this one will be in between 25 and this 41.38. So I am taking somewhere here. So how much it will be? Your VC after drawing the 80 kilonewtons, upward 48 minus this one, means you will take somewhere here 80 minus this 48, you will get this downward value. So which is VD value, which is 32 kilonewton. This one will be 32 kilonewtons. So see here how much it will be. I am drawing downward 80 kilonewtons, 48 here, means 80 minus this 48 will be gives rise to 32. So this line will be 32. So if you add totally downward, means that one will be 80. So again friends, from here to here there will be no load is acting. That is the reason I am taking constant line. Again friends, we are at the VD position. From VD a vertical load is acting upwards 32 kilonewtons upwards. Therefore from here I am drawing 32 kilonewton meters. See here, from here I am drawing 32, means exactly this position will be 32. Why? Means you will get a reference point here. This one will be 32, means here to here it will be 32. Therefore take down the 32 kilonewton also. here. So this is your shear force diagram for that particular reactions, friends. Again, mention that one clearly. Upward things will be positive and downward things will be negative. So all the things what are the upward means it will be positive and downward means you take negative. So friends, this is your shear force diagram. So what I am telling means, once again here clearly, upward take positive, downward negative. So I am giving one more brief explanation for this one. Here at A 25 kilonewton is acting here. Upwards 25 kilonewtons means I am at this position, I am taking 25 kilonewton upwards. From A to 2 meter span there will be no load is acting, that is the reason I am taking some linear straight line. Again at this position 50 kilonewton load is acting here, that is the reason I am taking 50 kilonewtons downwards. Again from 50 kilonewtons up to 2 meter spans there will be no load, that is the reason I am taking a constant line here. Again from I am at this position, if VB at PB position 58.62 kilonewton load is acting here, that is the reason I am taking upward 58.62 means I am drawing upward line 58.62 up to here. So friends, we are at this position 58.62. After removing the negative term, you will get 33.62. So there will be a downward load is acting here, that is W into L 15.5. So 33.62 downward load means minus W into L 15.5. So 15 into 5. So you will get minus 41.38. So minus means somewhere in the negative direction. Therefore I am at this here you will get somewhere in the scale 41.38 downward. Therefore from here I am drawing downward 41.38. So I am at this position, friends. Again from here a vertical load is vertical reaction mentioned here is 89.38 kilonewtons. That is the reason I am drawing, but from here 89.38 kilonewtons upward directly. So I am at this position. So this one will be 48 kilonewton after removing this negative term. So see here, again from here to 2 meter span there will be no load, that is the reason I am taking some constant line, straight line. And from here there will be 80 kilonewton load is acting, that is the reason I am straight downward drawing 80 kilonewtons up to here. So if I am removing 80 minus this 48, you will get this below term will be 32 kilonewton. Again from here to here there will be 3 meter span, there will be no load, that is the reason I am drawing a straight line. And again I am at this position, from here the force will be acting 32 kilonewton. So therefore I am taking upward 32 kilonewton. So friends, while calculating whatever the positive and negative terms you will get, that is the checkpoints. For example, you will get VB equal to 58.62. So if you remove that positive term, you will get VB1 and VB2 terms. So these are the checkpoints. So friends, what I am telling means, if you calculate vertical reactions according to this procedure, you will get checkpoints VB1 and VB2 directly. Friends, I hope you understand this explanation clearly. So I also clearly mentioned all these terms in the PDF material. So for your practicing purpose, I will upload this link also in the description link. Friends, thank you so much for watching my channel. If you like this video, please like this video and share it to your friends. Thank you so much.